I don't know how that happened. I checked that a few months ago and it seemed to be fine. And this part is tight. Oh, Jiminy. So I think it's the nuts. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to tighten that up from underneath. But isn't that odd? I thought I could just quickly screw this. And let's go to another sink and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because I thought I was gonna have to get underneath this other sink and tighten it. This one I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go under there. I'm gonna take you to another sink faucet handle. It's pretty much the same. Let's get the light on here. Now see this one? This is a pedestal type. And I thought I was going to have to get up under there and be like a little munchkin and try to get way up high and tighten it up. And I thought I was going to have to do that, but I took a quick look at this and I'm pretty sure it'll tighten up right here. Now how did I have that? Oh, okay. This whole thing turns. I thought it was just this. Now see, look how loose that is. And I'm just tightening this up. Let's see what happens here. I'm just doing it as finger tight as I can. Look at that. Hey, it's tight. Look at that. Would you? Now, oh, that handle is slightly loose, and the top of this too. This is tight now. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my little wrench and see what I need to do with that. Both of these handles, one's askew this way and one's facing back that way. I wonder if that's the best, or if I can do them slightly different too. You see how when you look at it straight on, well, it's kind of hard to see, but this one's facing back against the wall. There's less room here, and on this side, this one's facing forward slightly. So I'll go get my wrench, and I guess I got to go back into the same room, and let's just see if I can't tighten that whole thing this time. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty cool. We got that at a, I forget, the place that sells all the couches, the recliner chairs, Lazy Boy. They had it up on their wall. We said, oh, hey, is that for sale? Yeah, that's our only one. We're trying to get it sold. They gave us a good deal on it. That thing is so heavy. It's a water feature, but it has a whole back on it. I thought I could install it myself, and I did too. But I needed the movers, when we moved in, I needed them to help me lift up each one of those granite, those slate pieces there. The stone, those were like maybe 300 pounds each. And we got it up there and it works good. Okay, I had to come back here to get my Allen wrenches anyways, right? Okay, so now that I know how this tightens up, let's see if I can't get this, because I was trying to hold on to the bottom of that to turn just this top section, but let's see. Nope. See, it's springing, so that tells me now see this one here. I'm turning it, and I think I might be able to. Well, let's see. Okay, I got that tight, but it's still moving around, and I can tell when I'm pushing this and letting go, it's springing back. So that tells me the nuts from underneath the sink are loose, and I'm gonna have to reach up in there and tighten those. Dabbing at it. Okay. That's going to be some other time. I'm not going to do that on this particular video. In fact, I was only going to do the tub handles, but hey, sometimes you just never know what you're going to get in my videos, because I'm going to include all this the same go, I guess. Let's just keep working on this, shall we? Now I got you cornered. Whoop here. Okay. I'm gonna loosen up that screw and see if I can pull this off. Now, you got to be careful with these set screws, because if it unscrews all the way, it could drop into the sink and go down the hole. So I guess I should pop that like that, just to be on the safe side, huh? And I don't know if it has to do with loosening up this other set screw back here or not. Boy, that back one, you know, I don't know if there's maybe this little set screw, maybe there's only one. It seems like, there, see? Look at that. Pull it off. Yeah, there's a screw on that other side, but I don't know what it's really doing. It's not tight or anything. On the other side, see, there's two of them. But they ended up just tightening up the one. Now, there's little spines on that, see? Which tells me I can put that handle, I can face that handle with it however I want. Okay, so it was on there. It was on there facing back a little bit. I can lift that up and move it to the next spline, and see it's coming out. Now I think I kind of like that a little better. It's still back in there, but before I tighten it up, see how loose that one is? Look at that. I'll see if I can't with it loose. Let's see, I should be able to just use my long one. There. Are you there? And that's where it was before. And let's slide that out like that. I'm kind of liking that. See, the spline, whoever installed this, the splines are just slightly off. They could have, had they have twisted a little bit, everything would line up exactly perfect. But it looks like it's a happy medium. And I'm either going to have to do it like that, or I'm going to have to leave it about how it was, straight. And that works too. You know, you can do it however you want. That one's still at the angle. I'm liking this one at a little bit more of an angle, like that. So this one here I'm going to leave right like that. I'm just going to take that set screw and tighten her up. Get it almost all the way, then I can ratchet it down this way. I like to use the small side for that. Okay. And that other side, I don't really need to do anything with that other one. And I'm wondering if I should just leave it like that. I mean, what would you do? Like that? Or like that? See, that one's slightly more of an angle than this one. Or I could slide it back like that. I don't know. I mean, does it really matter in the scope of the big picture? You can decide whatever you want to do. Okie dokie? I'm going to leave it right there. And if Mommy comes in here and she says she'd rather have it out, then I'll put it out. It makes no difference to me. Tighten her down. Look at that. See that? Oh, that's all nice and tight. And I can pop that back up like that. Fixed. Now, had I not been able to tighten it up there, that would have told me that the nut's loose from down below. So then you're going to have to get down there and tighten it up underneath the sink. But sometimes, hey, sometimes you don't have to do that. So check this out first, next time, before you have to crawl underneath the sink. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. Hey, you don't have to see me tighten up the nuts underneath Mommy's sink. I've shown you how to do that underneath my sink. Okay, so it's the same way. Hope you learned something.